I know you came here for the best Modern Warfare 2 settings, so let's not waste any time and let's start out by diving right into our audio settings. First, make sure to keep your master and effects volume on 100 at all times. You can always turn the noise down on your listening device, but having this set to 100 will ensure you're getting all the right sounds. Additionally, go ahead and set audio mix to PC. This will give you the most clear footstep sounds as compared to the other mixes, and this is coming from Sense Quality's professional audio engineers, so you can trust it. Personally, I would turn voice chat volume all the way down to 50 and ensure all your microphone and listening devices are set correctly. I also hate Juggernaut music, so I ensure that that is turned to off every single time I play a Call of Duty game. And I believe turning reduce tinnitus sound to on will make things much easier to listen to. And if you don't know what that is, it's the high-pitched ringing noise you get when a flashbang goes off. As for all you controller players out there, here's the settings I've found to be the best. But remember, a lot of this does come down to preference. First, I would go ahead and turn off both controller vibration and trigger effect. These are going to ensure that you don't have anything messing with your aim while you're playing. Obviously, sensitivity is completely up to you. Under gameplay for controller, I have aim down sight behavior set to hold, automatic sprint set to automatic tactical sprint, equipment behavior set to hold, weapon mount activation set to ADS plus melee, interact reload behavior set to prioritize reload, and the reason why is because I prefer to be able to tap on the reload as well as tap to interact, and on armor plate behavior, I set it to apply all. Under advanced, which is where things get very important, you're going to want to go ahead and set your aim assist type to Black Ops. This is going to give you the best aim assist of all of them, and your aim response curve type to dynamic. I find these movement behaviors to be the absolute best, these combat behaviors to work well, and lastly, these vehicle and overlay behaviors to be the best for playing throughout every single map. You can also set a completely custom button layout in your controller settings as well. So if you're coming from a different game and you find there's not a layout that works for you properly, this could be the best option. As for you keyboard and mouse players, I genuinely don't recommend my settings as I've been using the same ones for years and it might just be really different than what you're used to, but feel free to give them a shot and see if they're more comfortable for you than what you currently have. On my mouse sensitivity, I have it set to a 2.0. I also have my DPI set to a 1450, which I think is just comfortable for being able to move my mouse throughout my desktop as well. I make sure that I set my ADS sensitivity multiplier to 0.5. That way I'm very accurate whenever I'm trying to aim down on enemies and continue to be able to track them properly. While I don't change any more mouse settings, I have changed a ton of gameplay settings for my mouse and keyboard. As for my movement behaviors, I have crouch behavior set to toggle, prone behavior set to toggle, automatic sprint set to automatic tactical sprint. My tactical sprint behavior is set to single tap sprint, automatic airborne mantle set to off, share slide and dive inputs set to shared, invert slide and dive behavior set to standard. Under movement advanced settings, I have walk behavior set to hold, walk speed set to fast, plunging underwater set to plunge freely, sprinting door bash on. The next settings will also do very well for controllers, so make sure to listen. Grounded mantle should be set to off, automatic ground mantle set to off, parachute auto deploy should also be set to off. Moving into combat behaviors, I have my aim down sight behavior set to hold, my change zoom shared input set to sprint / tactical sprint / focus, equipment behavior is set to hold, interact behavior is set to press, weapon mount activation is set to ADS plus melee, armor plate behavior is set to apply all. Under the combat advanced behaviors, we have depleted ammo weapon switch set to on, weapon switch wraparound set to on, weapon mount movement exit set to on, sprint pause reload set to on, weapon mount exit delay set to short, quick C4 detonation set to off, manual fire behavior set to press, and kill streak reordering set to numerical order. As for my vehicle and overlay behaviors, these are all the settings that I have personally set. As for my graphics settings, I'll have some screenshots on screen for you, allowing you to easily copy them without having to waste your time. If you need a little longer to check them out, feel free to pause the video or rewind to whichever ones you missed. And finally, moving into the most important settings to change, I highly recommend you go ahead and set your FOV to 120, your ADS field of view to affected, your weapon field of view to wide, and below that, under camera, both first and third person camera shake settings should be set to least 50%. This is going to ensure that you don't have a lot of visual shake on your screen every single time you shoot your weapon. And hopefully you found these settings helpful, but if you're still struggling to level your weapons to their max as fast as possible, feel free to check out the video on your screen now. And subscribe, dang it!